Hello and welcome to episode 41 of They Call Us Journeymen here on YouTube. It's been a difficult start to the season. A really difficult start to the season. We've not won many games. We find ourselves in the lower reaches of the league. Difficult conversation with the board at one point after a pretty bad defeat. And yeah, a massive fallout with Gary Medine. Team meeting after the board meeting, which I managed to get through, discussing what had happened. We haven't changed his tactics. We should be playing a formation and a tactic that suits him. But he appears not to think so, and he also appears to think that it's nothing to do with the way he's performing, even though I don't think he's got over a 6.5. Not a lot I can do about that. We played Biggleswade Town today, which is a big game suddenly. We did win his last game against bottom of the league, newly promoted Colville Town. But important that we start putting some wins together, so let's see how we get on. So then, Biggleswade Town at home. So it's going to be Winterbottom in goal, a back four of Ashton, Hall, Evans, Dyche and Kenyon. Midfield two of Wolf and Coney, Regbar on the right, Major on the left, with Henderson and Burrell up front. Gary Medine is dropped from the matchday squad due to disciplinary and attitude issues. We've gone to balanced. We've not done too much different. We've not done too much different at all, but we just haven't started the season well. We find ourselves in a really difficult position. If I just probably go back, I can't go back now, I'll show you after the game, but we find ourselves in a really difficult position, so let's go and prove people wrong. But yeah, the league table, as you can see, after this is his 10th game, we find ourselves in 17th on a points per game sort of ratio. We're not doing what we should be, but Kenyon scores his first goal of the season. So left-footed strike, edge of the box, absolutely superb. It's whipped in well by Coney, as you can see. Evans tries to win it, he can't. Dyche nods it down, and Kenyon strikes it left-footed. Questions over the offside, maybe, but after the playoff defeat, which we all saw, we won't be too disappointed with that, and that is not a bad start. Hopefully we can get a couple of wins under his belt and we might just start to climb the table. It's back to Ashton Hall now. Ashton Hall knocks it on to Henderson, wins a flick on. Burrell can't quite get there. And they kick it forward now. Dyche wins the header. To be fair, there is some good signs with certain players who are probably just bedding in a little bit. Their right back Scary here plays it across to the centre half. As we try to hold the shape, we do. Dyche tries to win it but can't. And Folks now in the midfield, up to Harris. Dyche on the edge of our box, can't win the header. They play a nice ball, but Kenyon cuts it out, and we look to regroup as Regbar tries to close down there. And wins it, and now we can break. Henderson and Burrell are not slow, and neither is Regbar. Regbar on the right hand side, whips it in, Burrell's in there, and Burrell wins the header. Breaks just narrowly over the bar, but good play that from Ali Regbar on the right hand side to get a scoring chances. We have another throw in. Ashton Hall into Coney. Coney loses out. Ashton Hall puts it in there though. Major wins the header. Deflects back to him, but sadly can't stick it away to give us that 2-goal cushion. But after 20 minutes, you'd have to say we're looking alright. And as I say that, the post, shocking defending. But fortunately, we get away with it. They're playing a 4-3-3. We seem to struggle against the 4-3-3. I think maybe it's because of that extra man in midfield. We're just a little bit overrun at times, but there is the option to switch to that should we choose to. But like I said, the only real team we've beat is Colville, who are rock bottom of the league and not won a game, I don't think. So nothing to be too excited about as Regbar looks to pressure the left back again, and we are trying to win the ball a little bit higher up the pitch. We've held the shape well. Will Evans wins that header, but it's more up than away. It's back to Folks now in their midfield. The extra man in midfield dictating. They've got a lot of space down this side here to cross this in. Nobody's going across. Kenyon finally does. Header, Winterbottom can't get there. And we deserve all that. We totally deserve all that for giving him that amount of space on that right hand side. I mean, they're saying brilliant play by this green grass, but I mean, look at state of this. Just no marking or anything, and they head it in to make it 1-1. We've got a throw in on this left hand side into Wolf now. Wolf plays the ball up to Major. Major gets a cross in. Henderson is there, and Henderson heads it over. You question, would Gary Medina have put that in? Possibly so. But sadly, we can't have players that are just causing problems for us, so didn't make the squad today. We have criticised him over his training, over his form and everything after the disagreement, and he's accepted that he's not been good enough. So maybe that is something. As Major latches onto this, he's got Burrell in front of him. He's also got Henderson coming in, and Henderson sadly can't quite stick it away. But we've took another game in which we have totally dominated. And it's unfortunate. I think this kid might need a bit of a kick up the backside, but that's lost his confidence, which is not what I was trying to do. As Deitch knocks it out to the left, but early stages of this second half. Biggleswade with possession, but Wolf wins that back well into Major. I were hoping he were going to go knock down the line, but he couldn't. And I'd be amazed now if Henderson does score second half. Nick Green's probably been my best striker so far this season, although Roman Burrell would probably argue otherwise. But I think Nick Green's been one of his better players this season. Henderson now plays it back to Regbar. Regbar into Cornick. Cornick can't even pick a pass. He's back to Will Evans, and Will Evans plays a poor ball. And I think we're slowly finding out that this style of football, although not an expansive style of football, you would have to say, is not suiting Will Evans. Ashton Hall's got done there. Kenyon wins that header and Major flicks it on. Biggleswade coming forward again though, as we look to try and win possession back. They've got that extra man in midfield, and I think that's probably going to be where my change is made. I think I'm going to switch it to a free. Look at state of this. They're playing like Barcelona as we win the ball back, and I think that is going to be the end of Dan Henderson's afternoon. Not quite done enough, you'd have to say. Burrell will play as the advanced striker on his own, and it will be Rob Ramshaw, I think, that's going to play, but it's going to be a flat three in midfield. And I think we'll switch them two over. And Wolf can play as a central midfielder on automatic, and we will let Cornick go for it. We'll let Cornick go forward and hopefully make an impact on the game. See if this change just steals us up a bit in midfield, because we have been losing those battles. Wolf makes a good tackle, but it rolls through to their striker. Deitch looks like he wants to make a tackle but doesn't, and Winterbottom just about keeps it out. But now we've got a free kick with Jake Kenyon. Jake Kenyon to knock in, and he does. Brad Breads away. It's back to Major. Major back to Wolf. Wolf plays a nice ball out to Evans down the left hand side. Back to Ramshaw. Wolf. Oh, it's wide. It's a good effort from Wolf. Sadly, just couldn't get it on target. We have another corner. Corner to whip in. Does. Back stick. Oh, it's fell to Kenyon. Can Jake Kenyon go his second? He can't. It's to Deitch. All the way back to Ashton Hall. We'll build again. He's knocked it in. Major hopefully will pick that up and does. Kenyon's on the overlap. Ramshaw finds him. Kenyon's in behind here. He's in a good crossing position. Puts it across. Burrell can't get there. Major can, but Cornick. Oh, Cornick probably should score. Probably should have scored. I mean, look at this. We're dominating everything. Kenyon now. Whipped in. Deitch. Yes! Gets in there. Max Deitch. Right, 6'4", I want to say, centre half. Big header, and he has been one of my better signings, Max Deitch. And to be fair, these signings will come good. I mean, that's a lovely header, that. 7.8 now for Max Deitch. 6'2", actually, I'm mistaken. Kenyon again, though, has a free kick. It's whipped in long. He's missed his header. Regbar. Oh, Regbar tries to get the crossing but can't. There's Biggleswade clear down our right. Ashton Hall wins the header, but it's only into Hooper. Hooper's gone past two and strikes it, but fortunately it's wide of our near post. And now, can we defend properly? We've looked a bit better with three in there. Maybe this is the future. Who knows? As they're crossing long, Hooper's there. Oh, and are we destined never to get out of this league? You've got to say. I mean, it's a nothing ball that's at wing. He's in acres of space again. And then backstage, Ashton Hall just doesn't deal with it. And now we're at a stage where they've got a free kick. He's going to hit this left-footed, I believe. He has done. And Winterbottom makes a positive save. We'll go attacking for the last 5 minutes. As Winterbottom clears downfield to Roman Burrell. Oh, and Burrell were through. Didn't quite. And I think Burrell's going to have to come off. And Nick Green will be the man to come on and hopefully get us this winning goal. But sadly, or is it going to come? Jake Kenyon's got a chance here to put it into the box. If he chooses to. He's taking his time about it, it must be said. He's whipped it in. Ali Regbar. Oh, why not? Do you know, we've not. Come on, Ramshaw. Back to Deitch. Deitch tries to knock it to Major, but it's cleared away. Will Evans wins his header though on Regbar now. Ali Regbar, oh, he skips past his man and he's brought down. Are we going to have time to put this free kick into the box? We certainly are, and it's going to be Jake Kenyon. Stay on side, lads, stay on side. We look like we are, Ramshaw. Oh, and that's it. It's a 2-2. It's unlucky. Is it unlucky? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. That leaves us in 18th. We're not. It's early days. It's early days. I didn't show you before the game the form. So we kicked off against Warrington, 2 successive draws and a win against Chorley. Looked like we were all up and running. But then Boston, we got absolutely hammered at home, and then it's just been disappointing. Really disappointing. The one thing that I must show you just before we round up today's is that Joe Flanagan, one of our players that we had at Scouting for Goals, has gone to Brighton for £13 million. So he's the first one of our group of players that's made a big move. What we could do with him in midfield right now. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content. And we'll see you next time. See you later.